Well, hey, garden friends, welcome back to Tracy's Rhythmic Life. Today, I'm going to bring you along as I do some more dropping seeds for the fall season. I'm not sure exactly which seeds that I am going to drop today. As you saw earlier, my cabbages and collards are doing real good after having to fix them from becoming leggy. I brought you along as I corrected that, and I also planted some broccoli, cauliflower, some kale, and I'm not quite sure what the other ones are right off the bat, but they have all germinated and they are doing good. The only one that still have not come through yet is the dwarf curled kale. So I'm going to give it a little bit more time before I try to reseed. And then again, I may go ahead on and reseed those just to be on the safe side. But as you saw earlier, everything else is doing good. They are almost about ready to up pot. Well, actually, I won't up pot them. Well, the ones that are in the black container like these, I will up pot those and place them in a larger container for more growth. And the ones that are in the brown round containers or the clear round ones, I will continue to keep them in those until we are ready to place them in there, either in some raised beds or out in the garden area. So as they gain their true leaves, I will start doing a little bit of fertilizing. I kind of want to do it now, but you don't want to give it too much to where it's some of them have to get a little bit stronger before you try to start fertilizing, because the seed starter mix has some fertilizer in it already. But I guess as they gain their true leaves and get a little bit stronger, can add a little more, because you're actually up potting and placing them in larger containers, but they will probably need more fertilizer. But the ones that probably will take a little longer are the ones to germinate, are the ones that I'm going to try to do. Now, once again, I was going to do some of my lettuce, well, some of my herbs and lettuce. I wanted to do those in my front area where I can kind of keep them on the porch and kind of contain them a little bit better. And I know when I do my carrots, I'm going to place my carrots, I'm going to direct sow those. And that's these Carrata carrots here. I just plan on placing them in the container that I'm going to grow them in. Brussels sprouts do take a good time, so I may go ahead on and do some of these. Let's see. Look at some celery. I may do some celery. Let's see, bunching onions. So a lot of these say that you can start these in September. So between now and September, I will be planting some of these. The onions, I'm not sure about the onions yet. I got to look up more on the onions before I try to plant some of these. But I really don't. I'm not sure if I want to do some beets. Beets, I had a hard time with beets last season and the season before that. Swiss chard does pretty good. Let's see. I can plant these definitely now in August. So I'm gonna do some Swiss chard. Let's see what this one is. These are some baby Swiss chard here. These Detroit red. I can plant these in August. Now I'm not too fond of beets, but what I will be doing with these, if I do get to grow some and produce some, I will actually freeze them, and so I can juice them. And that's a lot with the kale and the carrots. I try to juice some. See what else, what else, what else. I may just start off with the Swiss chard now. These winter squash, which is the spaghetti squash. Let's see, outdoor sown from February to October. Okay, now I don't quite know about these yet. Let's see. April to August. I just still have to read up some more on these because I think I can still plant these, but I just kind of want to be on the safe side. You plant them after the danger of frost has surpassed. Let me see here with the these are the winter choy. These are frost hardy, so I may try to plant some of these as well. But like my spinach and my lettuce, I'm going to plant those. I may direct sow those. But I saw some, here go, some spinach right here. Let me look at these right quick, y'all. I'm constantly always checking because there are so many seeds and so many different variety of different vegetables till, you can't keep up with all of them. You kind of know somewhat. Let's see, August to November, long spinach. This is a hybrid. Same thing, August. Long standing. Both of these are long standing. So I may do some of these. But like I said, I'll probably do these in some containers that I will be keeping up front. But first off, I'm going to put the onions back in here because I got to study them just a tad bit more before I decide to start seeding those. Let me put this up. All right. Okay, right now I have the Brussels sprouts. And I'm going to do some Swiss chard right now. Brussels sprouts and Swiss chard. The bunch of onions. Let's see. If I get to these today, I probably will. And I'm going to try to go ahead on and do some celery. Now, celery is, I will actually be using these in my juice. I'm not too fond of celery either. But I will place it in the, with my juicing. So, let me go ahead on and get my, and guess what, y'all? I cannot find my gloves. I just purchased some gloves and I can't find them. Brand new and I can't find them. So I see why people have 4, 5, 6, 7 pairs of garden gloves. So they are hard to keep up with. And I had them put up specifically so I can locate them. But guess what? I can't find them when I need them. And I am using the Jiffy Seed Starter Mix. I have not watered at all. So I would go back and bottom water my pan here. Now I brought my other seedlings out to kind of harden them off some, especially when we started having that cool weather that came in a week or so ago. And I've been keeping them outside, and they seem to be doing pretty good. All right, I'm going to start off with just these two first. Now, these are plants, vegetables that I am planting that hubby, I hear some thunder, that hubby does not eat. He does not care for these. So I'm not going to just do a whole lot of these. What I'm planting, he mostly wants the cabbage and collards. Cabbage collards. He'll eat some mustards, some turnips, but he's not too fond of those either. So, but basically the cabbages and collards, he's good with squash, zucchini, all that. No, that's just not him. So most of these plantings is basically something that I like to eat. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead on and get my labor going first. Then I will go ahead on and drop some seeds, and I will bottom water. I'm gonna start with my Brussels sprouts. Now, last season I was able to get a few Brussels sprouts. I kind of started those late in the season, so um, I only maybe got a handful of those, and I was able to saute them down, and they were delicious. All right, hold on, y'all. I need to find my other. Well, I can't use this pen. I don't need that little tool, that little garden tool. All right, y'all. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I know everybody enjoyed that cool weather that we had when it came through, because I most definitely did. Now it's beginning to get back hot, y'all. So these Brussels sprouts, I purchased these from Burpee, and these are the Catskills. I'm going to drop two, maybe two seeds. Well, let me do my holes again. Maybe two seeds per cell. That's pretty much about all of them, y'all. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see these. They are very tiny. All these brassica seeds kind of look alike, but I can't tell them apart. They look just like the collards. And one more. All right, y'all. I dropped two seeds per cell. And I'm going to lightly cover them. And now again, I'm going to bottom water these. Okay, I got my Brussels sprouts done. And I'm going to do some Swiss chard. Let's see. Get my label going. All right, have y'all started your garden, your fall seedlings? If you have, or even if you have not, just drop me a comment on what have you started and what do you plan to start. Still holding on to a few of my summer summer vegetables, which are cherry tomatoes, okra, peppers. That is if they could still produce. The plants are still looking good, but they are just not producing peppers yet. But I'm still staying hopeful for the peppers because I know I'm just going to keep them going until the frost kill them, as well as the cherry tomatoes. Now we are getting a lot of cherry tomatoes, and I'm keeping them as they ripen. I sat there and ate maybe a handful of cherry tomatoes last night. So I'm just harvesting those as they come, and my okra is slowly coming through. Now the Clemson spineless okra, I was not aware that they do take a good while before they even start growing. They're kind of tiny. So for next season, I'm gonna see if I can purchase a different brand of the okra. Now I love okra. I love them fried, sauteed, in my peas, whatever kind of way. I love them. Now, if I want to cook them in my peas, but my hubby, again, he don't care for the okra. All right, these are the baby Swiss chard. Now, I can purchase these from House. Woo, that was a close one. Oh, now these are some. I'm gonna drop 2 seeds, but check out these seeds, y'all. Something different. Okay, I'm gonna drop 2 per sale. Oops, put 2 in that one. Okay. All right, that didn't take long. Now, what I probably do with these is, if all of them germinate, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, that's 12 plants. And what I could do is kind of succession plant these. Because I got a few last season. I was able to saute them down. And they were, and you could actually cook these with, saute them down, cook them with, scramble them in with your eggs. You can, if you get a good bunch of them, you can cook them in with your collards or your cabbage. Let's see, I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna try to do the celery. Do the celery, y'all. And I'm not sure if I mentioned that I'm using the Jiffy seed starter mix. I still have some of that other one that had the stems in them. Stems and barks and rocks, and some of them had some plastic in them. I still do have some of those. I got that brand because it was actually marked down. So I still will use it, but I just wanted to, if you came along with me last time when I did some of my seedlings, that I told you that they did have some bark stuff in them. They're not just like the Jiffy, but you know, and guess what it was? It was organic. Yes, organic. But at least to say, if I see it on sale again, I will purchase it again. They had a good sale going on, so I did purchase those. And these are the tall Utah. I don't know if that means anything, but this is the celery. I don't know if that means they grow tall, or that means, I don't know what that really means, but I'm gonna take it as if they grow real tall. So celery. Y'all, if you hear my neighbors have a dog 2 houses down. So if you hear, that's coming from there. Now these here is, oh gosh, I probably needed to direct sow these. Because these are almost like carrot, like the carrots. I really don't know, y'all. Oof. I don't know how this gonna turn out. But I'm gonna see. You know how they was like this. They're not, they're just like carrots. Just a tad bit smaller than carrots, I might add, or I might say. I guess once they start coming up, I'll be able to separate a little better. Because from the looks of it, they're going to be all bundled, bunched up. Hopefully, I'll be able to separate them. But that's my celery. Okay, y'all. These are my celery, my Brussels sprouts, and my baby Swiss chard. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let you look at my how my other seedlings are doing before I close out for this afternoon. All right, y'all. Here is my which one of these? These are some of the collards here. All of these here are my collards. And just this cell here is my broccoli. This is my cauliflower here. My lacinato kale here. And these in these brown containers here, these are cabbage. Now this here is the dwarf kale that has still not come through yet. I still see one that may possibly be trying to peek through, but I may seed some more of these dwarf kale. But yeah, I just wanted to show you what my cabbage and collards, well, basically pretty much my brassicas, how they are doing. Now these, the broccoli and the cauliflower, I could add some more soil to those, which I probably will. But the cabbage and the collards are doing fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Some of them are trying to gain their true leaves, like this one here. You can see it's trying to gain its true leaves. But the lacinato kale, the cauliflower, and the broccoli, I will add some more soil to those. All right, friends, this wraps up me dropping some more seeds for my fall and winter planting. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. And please like and comment. And I will see you in my next video. Have a fantastic afternoon.